Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome back to another edition of Getting Red right here on SE Scoops. I'm Steve, followed my tag team partner, Stephanie Hype. Stephanie, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I don't know why my hand kept going up further, fisting the sky. Damn you,
It
Cloud.
looks like you're actually hitting the masked clown
Oh,
guy behind you.
my
Yeah, it looked like you punched him right in the face.
right in the face, La Parka. But folks, on this show, we talk about the good, the bad, the what the heck moments of Monday Night Raw. Of course, the end of the program, we hand out the prestigious award,
Yes.
the most valuable entertainer
Yes.
on the Getting Blue side of the show, though. It's usually called the Sami Zayn Award because of how good he is. And he's going to be the next guest on the Broken Skull Sessions. When I saw that tweet, my mind was blown, just like tonight. But let's talk about the good. We're a few weeks away from SummerSlam, obviously. So, what was your good moment of Monday Night Raw?
I'm just gonna say Seth Rollins. Just Seth Rollins to me tonight was just the match against Ezekiel, another banger.
That's also my good, by the way. That's also my good.
Chemistry.
Seth Rollins versus Zeke is my good. It's so funny, you right there. Boom.
And then Seth Rollins beating down Riddle was just amazing for me. So Seth Rollins is my good for Monday Night Raw. He just all around tonight was just on it.
I can't believe how good he is. It's insulting that a world championship is not around his waist, because explain to me how this works. So Brock Lesnar says beat Roman Reigns.
Yep.
He gets both titles.
That's what it sounds like.
And then let's go into a fantasy booking. Drew McIntyre, Clash of the Castle versus Roman or Brock or whatever. Drew McIntyre wins. He wins both titles. How do we ever have someone who's a champion lose a clean match to someone and not get screwed in the process?
I have a theory. Not that theory. No. God, no. I have a theory. I think if Drew was to beat Roman, I feel like after the match, maybe even the SmackDown after, whatever, Roman's going to say, yeah, but you only won the Universal title, and it's going to be this big to-do, right? Because Drew's going to be like, well, no, I thought it was for, the Undisputed Universal, whatever they're calling it. And Roman's going to say, no, you can have this one. I'm still champion. I feel like that's the only way they can get these things split, because the same question I had when he went against Riddle, and I was like, so which title is Riddle going for here? And everyone's like, both. Like, and I'm like, so we're never going to split these things back up? The only thing I can think is that Roman's going to pull an okie doke on somebody once they do beat him and say, no, this is still mine. You can have this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I did have kind of a theory of my own about that a little bit. Like, Drew McIntyre beats Roman Reigns at Clash of the Castle, but he's such a man that when on Raw or on SmackDown, he has this big speech about winning the championship. He'd be like, I don't know why I'm doing like a Shrek impression. Donkey, I don't need both championships. Donkey, get out of my swamp.
Actually, I had a really good conversation with Drew, actually.
He's a great guy.
At the airport.
We're best buds.
Your best buds? He was very nice. He was on my airplane back from Vegas because they were coming to my hometown for a live event. The very next day, him, Sheamus, and Riddle were all on my flight. And they're bombarded with wrestling fans as we come down the thing. I don't say a thing to him. I'll say a thing to him on the flight. I'll say a thing to him while people are bombarding them.
Wow.
And they're finally at the carousel. He walks right next to me at the carousel. And I look over and I'm like, am I really not going to say anything? And so I was like, I just don't let, so I turned and I said, excuse me. And he looked over. He looked so tired, by the way, so exhausted. And I just looked at him and I was like, you guys had a great match last night. I was like, I can't wait to see you guys tonight. And I was like, hopefully you get some rest. And he kind of looked at me and I grabbed my money in the bank chair off the carousel. And I was like, bye. And he's like, thanks for that. Thank you. He's like, bye. Like, he was just so sweet. And I can't do the accent. He's like, oh, bye. Like, oh.
Donkey. Get out of my swamp, donkey. Fiona. That's a bad one.
But I see what you're saying. So you think he might just be like I only need one title. I'm a man.
Yeah. Yeah. There's two ways. There's two ways it's gonna go immediately. One, he comes out and he's like, I don't even know why I need 2 titles. Don't care, and he just throws one down. And so Roman Reigns, being the chicken shit heel that he is, will be like, well, I deserve this, and they might hand it to him, or they might have a tournament and lead you into October, which would be fun. I like tournaments. I don't care who wins. I just like a good old tournament. But that's one way to go. But
going all the way back,
my good is
doing
also
all this wonderfulness without a title.
Yes.
Like, he's the last 2 years, a year and a half, whatever you want to call it, he's been impeccable, and he just keeps getting better, and he's our good.
Yeah, I agree. Seth Rollins versus Zeke. These two had a match a few weeks ago, and I'm like,
they did.
And I remember it being booked on, and I was watching. I'm like,
oh. I said the same thing.
Oh. And then by the end, it was like, oh.
I was literally, I was so pleasantly surprised. I was kind of like, is this good? Is this good? And then they followed it up tonight.
That's what I was saying to that match.
And they followed it up tonight, and it was impeccable. I have to say, Ezekiel is wrestling better than he ever has. As Elias.
Maybe the jeans were confining. He was wearing jeans. Listen,
maybe it's the guitar throwing him off, I think.
Maybe. He wasn't wrestling wearing a guitar, though. He was wrestling wearing jeans. And so many bandanas. He was covered in he was like, what's up, everybody? Hey, it's me.
I know, now it's just some pink trunks and some Macho Man
I know.
tassels.
It's so weird.
He looks like Macho Man's baby. But anyway, go on.
No, it's fine. Macho Man having a baby. That's
Ezekiel.
Oh yeah. My bad though is the fact that Carmella is even near the women's championship. And I know we have to fill in some time.
I love her.
Listen.
She's such a good heel.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this your bad? Is this your bad?
Look, she's a badass with the good ass. Okay.
You can't say that. You can't say that. You know why. You'll all find out. I have a very important interview this week about the creator of that phrase, and that's the tease. All right, that's the tease. I'll be on SC Scoops. You'll see that right now on NBC Sports Boston. You can see me. God bless you. Interviewing Claudio, the brand new AEW sign, and then of course I'm talking to Mercedes Martinez. And every time I say the word Mercedes, it always wants to come out like the Sasha Banks version, and it always. I did interview her too, so cheap pop. But my bad is Carmella just near the women's championship. I don't like it. I don't need it.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't care what she tries to remind me of. She won won Money in the Bank. It was James Ellsworth's help.
The guy with the weird chin, as Becky called him.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of Carmella. I don't care how hard.
I love Carmella.
I don't care how hard you try.
She's such a good heel.
I think she's
consistent.
If I interviewed Carmella, the question I would ask is simple. And this because I just kind of said it. How do you feel about all the hard work you put in? No matter how hard of work you put in, it seems that there's a section of the audience that is never going to accept you. And are you fine with that? Because obviously that side could be very hateful and just wants to tear you down no matter what you're doing. But you are trying hard, and a lot of people are trying hard. But yet it seems that you, Carmella, never get to level up. How can you level up?
Yeah.
That would be my question to her, because I apologize. I don't dislike her. I just don't think that her character is in a place to be put in a spot like this. Like that'd be like inserting Dana Brooke into the situation. And I love Dana Brooke.
No. Look, first of all, Dana Brooke, love you, girl. However, Carmella to me is at a different level than Dana. And I say that.
I don't think so.
I say that. So you think of people on the men's roster that they consistently rely on to put other people over. You have The Miz. The Miz is like Natalya to the women's division. He is the one they call on to constantly put other people over, right?
That's actually pretty good. That's really good. That's okay. I think I'm listening.
Carmella is similar to, let's say, a Dolph Ziggler. You call on Dolph to put other people over. He's never going to be that guy. Mm-hmm. He's just not. Carmella is never going to be the top woman. However, they will call on her because she is consistent. She's good at what she does. She's an annoying little hill, and I fucking love her for it. And she is consistent. I love consistency.
I accept your answer, but it's also still my bad. What's your bad this week on Raw?
The fuck was that shit with Omos? What was that?
That's like what the heck award.
What was that? No, that was my bad. What? Why is he involved with the Usos and the Street Profits? For fucking what? Is this like, let's see how many black people we can get in one segment? What is this? What was that?
Am I allowed to speak?
Yes. Sorry.
What last thing you said? I don't know, maybe. But definitely, just like the Carmella situation, you have to fill in the gaps before you get to SummerSlam. So you need something to like lead you there with other people. First off, that was my what the heck. MVP has no business beating up tag teams who are in title contention wearing a suit. And he doesn't even doing it. And he's not even active. He's not active. And that makes the tag team they're fighting look really bad when you're losing to not just a giant Omos, who I'm assuming just kick out his kneecaps and he'll go down pretty easy. That's where you go. Why
kneecaps, kneecaps, balls. Kneecaps, balls.
When people cut down trees, kneecaps, balls. Kneecaps, balls. Kneecaps, balls.
Kneecaps, balls.
Kneecaps, balls. Kneecaps, balls. Like when you're cutting down a tree with a chainsaw, do you start at the top? Like at the top and try to cut it in half, it would fall on top of you. No, you cut the bottom and push it timber. So yeah, that was my what the heck, because there's no business.
Like if you want to fill in the gaps, you have a week till SummerSlam. Have them do a fucking backstage back and forth promo or some shit. You know, the kind where they sit each other down and they're talking shit to one another.
The real they're sitting.
Yeah, that's all they had to do.
And they stand up and get face to face and start.
That's all they had to do.
Bumping chests.
But no, they had to get almost big ass out there. Wow.
Did someone stab him from behind? He just fell over. Was that what that sound was?
That was him hitting his large ass hand on somebody.
Gotcha. He's just the great Khali. All right. You know what they should have is a battle royal, and Omos can win the championship after Drew McIntyre vacates one of the belts. That's what should happen. Moving on though, what was your what the heck? Because I just said mine was MVP looking really good in a suit while beating up a title contender. I thought you froze for a second. I'm like,
I'm still on the Omos thing. My what the heck moment is they made a goddamn shirt of tiny balls.
Really quick.
Why?
Really quick.
Why are we still here? I thought we were going to drop it and move on. Logan Paul cut a great promo. I don't know why the fuck they want him face, but they got a great promo. And then he ripped off his shirt that had tiny balls. And Miz did. The Miz is better than this. This is the Miz.
It's SummerSlam.
What's that to do with tiny balls?
Because people like dick jokes? Well, that's a testicle joke, actually. Those are shunned upon in some parts.
I'm just saying.
Vince McMahon likes dick and ball and fart jokes. There was a pay-per-view called Great Balls of Fire. Great Balls of Fire. And then they got sued, not realizing that, oh my God, that's a popular song from like way back in the day? Really? I've never heard of such a thing. You know what? Let's have a new pay-per-view called YMCA. I think we might get sued. You know, but anyways, so weird.
That was my what the heck. Okay. That's how we ended Raw with a tiny ball shirt. So
they can ball jokes. They sell. People like that shit. I just say my shirt. Did you say it?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not tiny balls. It's what? Massive balls.
Massive balls.
My balls are massive. That's what it said. And I'm like, I don't. And I get it. Men will probably eat that shit up. Everyone, men are gonna buy it. We know. We know.
Let's pause that for a second there. Don't take all of us and put us into a package and assume that I would actually
package.
Listen, I it's my duty to move forward in life and get rock hard for things I care about.
Package.
Wang, what's that? Woody Harrelson?
So when you're wearing the massive ball shirt next week on Getting Red.
No. If they have it, okay, listen, I'll make a deal. Maybe. A slight. It depends how tipsy I get. I'm going to SmackDown this Friday. And if in the T-shirt section they have the massive ball shirt, I will buy it. But honest to God, it will only be worn for 2 hours ever in my life. Because I will never wear that ever again. Ever. Even mowing the lawn. Like if I was like clipping a thorn bush that was gonna rip apart my shirt, I'd be like, I'm not wearing this, doing this. I can't let anyone see
your
me.
Kids are all, what does your shirt say? Nothing.
It says I'm number one dad.
We're talking about basketballs.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Let's move on. I'll be here forever talking to you. Most valuable entertainer of the award for me is Kevin Owens having a panda bear on his shirt because
I love that shirt. It's a
finally,
cool shirt.
But finally, the wrestling fans took back the panda bears. They're ours now. World Wildlife Fun in your stupid WWF name.
WWF.
I still have the WWF in my blood, my veins.
I was born there, you know.
You were born by panda bears?
No, what? No.
Your father's a panda bear?
And
Is that what you just said?
That would actually be pretty badass.
Okay.
Stephanie, half panda, half woman. What?
Shit.
I don't know. Anyway.
Writing comic books. I love it.
My MVE was none other than Miss Becky Lynch. That fucking outfit was amazing. I just want to say, she's just a star. She's a fucking star, and she looks amazing. And I want her outfit. I don't know where I'd wear it, but I just want the outfit. She looks amazing. She looks like a star. Killer promo. Her and Bianca going back and forth. I don't care what people feel about them having a match again. It felt fresh. It felt like they renewed it a bit. It felt like she has new confidence. Bianca has
who doesn't want to see them wrestle? Like I did see someone tweet that they were like, oh, I think it was like 4 of the 6 matches booked right now are rematches from WrestleMania. And I was like, did you enjoy WrestleMania? Well, then, have you ever watched a movie twice?
It's not even that.
Have you watched an episode twice of a show?
This would be the 3rd match for Bianca and Becky. And I'm like, so the men can have all these trilogies and the women can't? Yeah, it was spread out maybe a little longer, but they'll get over it. It'll be fine. Bianca will beat Becky in 24 seconds, and then it'll be done.
I hope so.
Done. MVE, bitches.
Wow. Let's see what happens. I did enjoy that promo of the rise of Becky Lynch, the return of last year at SummerSlam, and Bianca mentioning that and saying kind of it was like the lowest point. And it was the lowest point for so many fans because the trust in storylines in the WWE is like out the window. So when you do start to trust and then something bullshit like SummerSlam happens to us last year, it turns into this like, I knew you would screw this up somehow. How did you screw this up? Because that's happened so many times and it actually has been screwed up. This time around though, we got a redemption.
I didn't trust WWE. I trusted the talent involved that it would happen.
Yeah. Well, as long as I think is like what if like Bianca went on like a losing streak? Like if they just stripped her down and made her like Nikki Cross, and I love Nikki Cross too, but like you're the person who loses to everybody. Like that would have been awful.
Oh, you mean after the fact?
Yeah.
No, that would have been bad.
They could have went reverse on her completely.
Twitter would have probably caught on fire. It would have been a whole thing. It
would have been a whole thing, but let's give Raw a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a thumbs in the middle, folks. All right, here we go. And let me just take it. Here we go. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Yes. Yeah, I'm at like a 60, 70.
Yes.
There's been a
same.
I've been trying. I don't know why, because when you mentioned Bianca and Becky, people not wanting it, I have been avoiding. I've avoided like Twitter while watching wrestling a little bit
Yep, me
because
too.
I can't. If I'm reading Twitter, I'm not really watching wrestling, and because I'm really looking for reactions of what I'm hearing.
Yep.
So now when I'm watching it, I have no clue if people are liking the segment or enjoying the segment. All I know is what my feelings are. My feelings are, oh, I like this. I don't like this. I like this. I don't like this. So
I didn't go on Twitter at all of Raw. I think I logged on for 2 seconds, and the first tweet I see is, "Oh my god, they did Becky with Bianca again." I'm like,
right.
And here we go. And I log back off because I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it sometimes. People are never going to be happy.
Nope.
It is what it is. So
that's right. Well, I'll be happy tomorrow when I win the Mega Millions, but that's just me.
Just
folks,
give me like $10.
That's all you want is $10?
Float me 10.
Wow. Okay. I could float you
Very
10.
simple.
I can float you 10 now.
Very simple.
Okay. Well, when I win a lot of money, you'll get $10, folks. Thanks for watching. Getting red with the person who I thought was smart enough to realize she should have asked him for more money, but $10.
Okay. Don't like asking for money, Steve.
Listen, don't tell me what to do.
Oh my God, Steve.
Donkey. All right, we got to go, folks. I'm Steve Falls. She's Stephanie Hives. Have a wonderful time. What a wonderful day. Enjoy wrestling. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
The Nick Aldis wave. Goodbye. And we're done.